last up here is Lena Dunham, who this is going to be super short, but basically she did a new interview. And listen, I typically rag on Lena Dunham because she too has been bitten by the mind disease that is wokeness. But I had to say in this realm and in this regard, I feel this is shitty, which say I feel for her and I get what she's saying. So she did a new interview. First up, she talks about why she's not directing the Polly Pocket movie. She was initially starting to write and was supposed to direct for Mattel on the heels of Barbie. And she explains why she's just plainly not really feeling it. She, said she wanted it to be kind of like kitschy, like Barbie. It's the same studio, right? But moreover, she references her icons, some of my icons too, and influences like Nora Ephron, Nancy Myers, and how they always said, if you're not like, go all out. Like, it's your party and you can cry if you want to, kind of, but not really. But don't let them rain on your parade, all those Barbra Streisand cliches. And she was like, I just wasn't really feeling it. I'm not going to kind of like half-ass it and, lukewarm do it. Like, I want to really be feeling this project, right? So who knows what actually went on there? Who knows if it was some, being on the heels of Barbie, if it was some like feminist messaging stuff going on. I don't know. Who knows? But she also said in this interview, which she is working on, are two Netflix shows. I think they're kind of similar to Girls, her big HBO show, but the idea of like women in New York City and da-da-da and this and that, right? But she talks about why she is never, at least not in this moment in time, going to go naked like she did in Girls, right? Remember in Girls, she was kind of like nude all the time on screen. And she said at the time to people who criticized her that it was a reflection of real life. Like, this is how real life is. Okay, we take our clothes off, we have sex, we, whatever it is. And understandably, she said that it was really traumatizing, right? Because people were nitpicking her body. And even now, she's gained a little bit more weight. And that is just a really shitty thing to do, right? Because people are going to go on there and criticize and say, why you look like this, you're this, you're that. Why are you getting naked on screen? We don't want to see this. I read that one time someone in a press conference or somebody asked her about being naked and she kind of quipped, you don't have to watch it if you don't want, but if you don't like it, like that's you to work out with a professional, right? And at first it seems like that's just kind of like a defense mechanism, ego talking, but I could get it. It's like a place of hurt, right? And so what if somebody's, put on a little bit of extra weight here, doesn't look as good as they want to be on camera out in public here? It's like, why do we got to criticize and why do we have to shame them in this way? Right? Again, all in these, I hate to say it, but identity politics. And sadly, we've boxed everything in this way of like, this is my identity to look like this. And no, that's horrible to look like that. And what are you thinking? Are you a Neanderthal? Like simpleton doing, and it's really just sad. And so I just want to say to end all of this, right? Is that, so all that goes, like, I get it, Lena Dunham. Like, I get you on that. I can imagine that being a really trying experience and it's just not cool. And further, why are we shaming, period, when you think about it, right? So women, whether it be women shaming, and shaming, I don't know, is this the 70s maybe? Is anything even real anymore? Shaming, women getting shamed the most, let's be honest, but also shaming each other, shaming themselves and their own anatomy, okay, and body parts. But we shame we shame middle-aged, the Elizabeth Hurleys, like middle-aged women who are hot and in bikinis on Instagram, shaming shaming trans people. And listen, I'm vocal about this issue and, I'm not okay with a biological man like competing athletically with a woman perhaps, but if a man transition to be a woman, by all means, like, why are we so hell-bent on criticizing and critiquing and shaming everybody, right? Like, it's not your business. It's not your business. And it really, like, if we really want to be ahead here, call into the future, if you will, Morgan McFly is going to come back to the future and be like, damn, that Taylor spit on the mic. Because when you think about AI and where our entire society is going, guess what? When we have avatars in the metaverse, people are going to be green, blue, rainbow, unicorns, men, women, big titty, maybe a balls one day, maybe a V another day. I don't know. And it doesn't matter. They don't need surgery. They don't need permission. They're going to show up however the high hell they want. And that is exactly what's going to happen. So it's sort of like we're wasting our breath, and it's just negative bad vibes. Like, it is just negative juju. But the reason I say this too is because I've been reading up on AI, but also really diving into iconic pop culture. I've been reading like Snow Crash and starting Battlestar Galactica. And this isn't even like, this is now. It is not that far off. So really, what is the point of doing all of this? Because it's just to make ourselves feel better. It's identity politics. And guess what? Soon enough, it's all going to be obsolete anyway. And so everybody just wasted their Twitter finger carpal tunnel, their time, and it's a waste of breath, right?